2022 iPad Air 5 M1 Review. This new 2022 iPad Air 5 is a top Apple. It is exceptionally fast, comes in exciting new colors, and has outstanding cameras, but its woeful storage choices have a lot to be desired. So, Apple launched the 2022 iPad Air about 12 months, and it won 2 over the 4th generation model. With the 4th generation Air, Apple added a new layout that combined outstanding shades with an iPad Pro inspired aesthetic. And honestly, this model did not get a redesign. However, its new shade options are paired with the incredibly capable M1 processor. It's received speed to spare for nearly all people and is one purpose why everyone is constantly looking forward to suggesting this model to users. Well, at first we'll talk about its major specifications. So, the 5th generation iPad Air retains identical dimensions to its predecessor. It's almost the same with some of the new changes. This iPad Air is 9.7 inches tall, 24 inches thick, and 7.2 inches wide. That permits the iPad Air to as soon as once more occupy almost the same footprint as the 11-inch iPad Pro. And if you are wondering, you can use 11-inch iPad Pro instances with the 2022 iPad Air. So, here I tell you that the A14 Bionic processor has been upgraded for a new M1 processor, the identical one determined in Numerous Max and the iPad Pro line. And this new one comes in 5 colors, some as holdovers whilst others are new. So, here you have a number of varieties, cool enough. And if I let you know about colors, there's Space Gray, a common choice. There's a new blue supplanting the historic one. Pink replaces rose gold. Silver has been deserted in prefer of starlight, and inexperienced is gone in choice of purple. My absolute preferred one is this new blue. This amazing colorway is arguably the high-quality coloration Apple has brought on an anodized aluminum product. It is a rich, vibrant, metal blue that I have not considered before. Along with this, Apple has this tendency to include pastels or less saturated colorations in many of its products. Even the blue it is replacing used to be a mild sky blue. It can occasionally be difficult to capture, and a number of lighting can affect its appearance, from light gunmetal to a heat ocean blue. The different colors seem high quality if you are not a fan of blue, although they are not as vibrant. The starlight color is nice, although maybe a bit divisive. Silver has been retired in desire of starlight, which has a bit of a gold tint. Well, this generation of the iPad Air assists the previous 10.9-inch LCD, which measures 2360 via 1640 in resolution, simply a minutia smaller than that of the 11-inch iPad Pro's display. Apple has Touch ID constructed into the power toggle button. It has obtained a set of stereo speakers, and is equipped with a USB-C port on the bottom. On the aspect is the Extent Rocker, which now borrows performance from the iPad mini through default. As you rotate the tablet, the uppermost button will automatically be related to volume up. Its rear-facing digital camera is a 12MP camera, the same as in the last generation, whilst the front-facing Digicam is now a 12MP module, up from 7MP. And as I can see, the new iPad Air brings alongside Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5, plus has newfound assistance for sub-6 GHz 5G alongside gigabit class 4G LTE. Here's the factor with the 2022 iPad Air. Chief enhancements encompass that M1 processor, a quicker USB-C port, 5G, and some new colors. Typically, these sorts of improvements are not particularly headline-grabbing, and they do not seem like much is being mentioned about them. I give more space to the colors than the blue, as there are no other significant developments. The M1 is the most profound upgrade, bringing this widely appealing tablet into the identical overall performance bracket as Apple's most pricey tablets, at least for the time being. Yet even then, it's not always something you'll notice in everyday use. Apple's 4th generation iPad Air has already proven to be a quick device, and it hasn't felt sluggish and has been able to finish all tasks it's been thrown at. That A14 Bionic fell short with heavy-duty duties like encoding a 4K or 8K video. Here, the M1 is making sure that new iPad Air owners will have a speedy tablet for many years to come, as nicely as assisting with processor-laden tasks. There is hope that Apple will unleash iPadOS to completely benefit from the tremendous processing power its tablets are equipped with. But I will never tell you to buy something just because it may receive an update later on. since it is the identical chip to the 11-inch and 12.9-inch iPad Pros. Its Geekbench ratings are almost identical. They oscillate inside the anticipated margin of error, with the iPad Air getting around a single core of 1,715 and a multi-core rating of 7,229. The last generation iPad Air had a USB-C port, although its speed was once less impressive. It was capped at 5 Gbps and could not assist an exterior 5K display. Apple upgraded the 2022 iPad Air with a USB-C 3.1 Gen 2 port that can now deal with up to 10 Gbps of records and drive up to a 6K display that consists of Apple's new Studio display through the way. The accelerated USB-C speed makes a large distinction in transferring records if you have a quick sufficient drive to assist it. Many NVMe-based SSD will see faster transfers if you have a couple of drives linked to a hub. Since my 2022 iPad Air was launched, I have been ingesting and developing it. The use of picture-in-picture whilst writing the internals of Air has enabled me to catch up with my Apple TV watch list. Sketching, filling out reports, and taking notes with an Apple Pencil is what I did. Along with this, opening apps used to be effortless, as was leaping between tabs in Safari. Everything about the experience felt fluid and rapid. The sole aspect keeping it again was iPadOS itself. While a successful working system, it nonetheless lacks the wealth of performance of the more mature macOS. Center Stage is a neat impact on the new 12MP front-facing shooter. However, zooming in to a lot hurts the ultimate resolution of the image. It's excellent for video calls, and still, pictures have accurate clarity, skin tones, and balance. If you intend on multitasking through watching movies in PyP and apps side by side, I might advise you to make investments in the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Based on what I recognize about my viewers in the aggregate, if you are in the market for an iPad of some sort, your great preference is possibly the iPad Air. The iPad Pro is expensive, with aspects that probably won't count to the common user. At the identical time, the 9th generation iPad lacks many of the current elements of the iPad Air. So, according to my experience with the new iPad Air is that it has simply the proper quantity of iPad, sitting right in the center of Apple's lineup. There are nonetheless some matters Apple should enhance upon here, but not by much. ProMotion is a nice to have, and mmWave 5G isn't always a big deal yet. Thunderbolt is solely superb for niche users, and whilst Face ID is much faster and extra convenient, it alone is not a cause to upgrade. So, if you want to invest in it, it is not a bad choice. Yet if you can ignore some of the faults, well, this is it for today. I will be back soon with another interesting video. Till then, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.